Greetings, students. Welcome to Engineering 1080, Interpreting ASME Y14.5 Blueprints. This class is comprised of Zoom presentations and lectures, 1 day a week lab on campus, plus weekly homework and prep. Our lecture will last 50 minutes twice a week, which is online via Zoom. There is 100 minutes of lab time at the campus each week. There is 5 hours of homework or prep expected a week for a total of 9 hours total work nominally per week, or 135 nominal hours per semester for the 3-unit course. This is standard for all 3-unit courses from accredited colleges. It's important to understand how we are going to be graded for this course. I do not grade on a curve, also known as norm referenced grading. Instead, I grade using a criterion-based rubric. I grade you based on your mastery of our specified objectives. Everyone who attends the course can get an A. Helping each other by answering their questions is certainly allowed and it is encouraged. It cannot harm your grade. It often helps your grade because teaching others what you know helps you retain the material. There will be hands-on exams in the lab to evaluate how well you've learned the material. While plagiarism is forbidden by the rules, it won't get you a passing grade anyways. Just like in industry, our class will have both procedures and records. Like your careers, procedures will create records. All procedures start life when they are created. After they are first used, they are evaluated for effectiveness on a scheduled basis. Records are the data that is collected from the procedures. So you could think of your study materials, lectures, and blank exams as being procedures, and the scores you get from those exams and materials would be the records. By evaluating the records as a whole, the procedures themselves can be evaluated, then adjusted as is necessary to maintain a state of continuous improvement. This is one of the prime directives in manufacturing today, to operate under an umbrella of continuous improvement. Manufacturing and quality control is based on a series of procedures and their records, and therefore, so is this class. The most important procedure we have in this class is our syllabus. The syllabus has all the framework information for this class. It outlines the scheduling for the class sessions. It lists the objectives for the class. It contains the rubrics or the scoring systems for the class. It has the contact information for the class. It has the procedures for housekeeping in the lab. My instance of the software has the housekeeping records in it. It has the procedures for handling equipment, proprietary documents, and software. Mine has the records for those. And the syllabus also has the rules for the class. The most important record that the syllabus generates is your grade at the end of the semester. Because of its importance, everyone will sign a document that says you have read the syllabus and understand it is the guide for our class. This way, everyone starts on the same page on day one and everyone's treated equally. If you have any questions about anything in the syllabus, it's best to get them out of the way quickly. The way our class is going to keep track of procedures and records for this course is by using an online course management software package. The course management software we will be using is called Blackboard. Only you and I can see what is in your instance of Blackboard. All my communications with my students are private. It is up to you if you want to share your records and communications in Blackboard with others. I will not share them. Blackboard will store your syllabus, We'll store the syllabus, our assignments, our reading materials, some PowerPoint presentations, our YouTube videos, and of course your scores on the assignments and exams will also be listed in Blackboard. If you are not familiar with the Blackboard course management system, there are plenty of resources online and at the campus to get assistance for the Blackboard software. You can also get answers for Blackboard software questions you may have or syllabus questions you may have by emailing me at the email address that is at the top of the syllabus. I will also be in my office in room 222 as posted in Blackboard and in the syllabus. Feel free to email me at any time and I will get back with you within 48 hours to answer your questions. If it is a question about a specific blueprint, email me a PDF, and only a PDF, that has the area of interest circled in red using the Adobe Acrobat annotation tool, or if you have a scanner, circle it with a red felt pen and then scan it and send it as a PDF. Don't send me any other formats other than PDF, because I need to mark them up to send them back to you. Do we have any questions? This is just a quick overview of Blackboard software. The Blackboard course software for our class is not set up yet. It should be by this evening. Okay, from your My Coyote page, go to Blackboard, launch it, and up will come the Blackboard screen. Then off to the left you see some menus, okay? You will select your courses, okay? Then you go to one of your courses. Let's see, well, it will be our course, obviously. It's not up here. We launched the course. And then we see the different options. Up near the top will be, in this case it says all course content is here. In our case it'll say something similar, and then that will have our syllabus under it. You'll see that tells us what the Zoom meeting is and things like that. There's a syllabus there. We can go back, and then it has our PowerPoint lectures, our Zoom lectures, our recorded Zoom lectures, our discussions we have with other students. I participate in those as well. Blackboard assistance, things like that. So that's basically how you get into your Blackboard and what the basic functions are of it. Look it up, play with it a bit, ask questions about it. There's a lot of help at the school's IT department. And then we will continue with the lesson. Any questions? Okay. What is missing from this instance of Blackboard is the housekeeping procedures and records and the equipment handling procedure and records. These are outlined in the syllabus as well and will be in our instance of Blackboard when it gets put up later tonight. Here are the basics. Your workstation will be at least as clean as when you arrived. You get 1 bonus point per day if it's cleaner than it was before you arrived. Do not put cellophane tape on anything that is not disposable. Not ever. I subtract a point for tape on our equipment, walls, or desks. It can leave permanent residue. It can actually damage some equipment even. Eating and drinking is hard on lab equipment. It causes damage. If you must drink something, bring only clear water in a sealable container. If you must eat something, Bring hard candy that you can suck on, but no gum. Water bottles are to be closed when not in use. You lose a point for each of those violations. Measuring tools are both durable and delicate at the same time. Use them only as outlined in the procedure for that tool, and never put them in a pocket near the edge of the desk, on the ground, or anywhere else they can get knocked around. They will lose their accuracy, and that might cause you to get the wrong answer in the labs. Notify me immediately if you find anything that is broken, damaged, non-functional, or dirty. You will not lose a point for notifying me, but you will lose a point for not notifying me. I want to know when stuff is broken. Nobody can leave the lab at the end of the session until all the tools are returned. We return the tools 10 minutes before the end of the class. Leaving early loses a point. I keep the housekeeping and maintenance records of each lab session in my instance of Blackboard. Good housekeeping is good for your grade, and it's good for your career. It will affect both of them. Do we have any questions? We will have two kinds of expert challenges for fun and profit. The first type is student challenges. Bring a sample drawing to lab with a bizarre feature or an impossible feature. Yes, they do exist. You can draw a blueprint of something that can't be made. You will earn a point, and we'll all learn something new. We'll go over it in class, and I'll explain why it's the way it is and why it's wrong. Make sure you abide by the non-disclosure clause in the syllabus. It mainly means you must remove part numbers and names, and part names and company names from the drawing, and the drawing cannot be classified. The second type will be professor challenges. Sometimes it's a drawing, sometimes it's a part, sometimes it's a tool, and sometimes it's just plain bizarre. You will discuss your guesses. I'll pose a question to you, a question or two to you about the professor challenge. Then you will discuss your guesses as to the answers to these questions on Blackboard with your fellow students in a discussion room. Then when you're done discussing it, you each send me one answer per student in the message box. If you all get it right, you all get a point. Or anyone who gets it right gets a point. Do I have any questions? Okay, here's what's due by the next session. Everybody read your syllabus. Everybody submit the signed syllabus agreement. Did I say everyone read your syllabus? Yes, I did. Okay, here's a professor challenge to take home. If everything is now designed in CAD, usually as 3D objects, then why do we need to know about 2D paper blueprints? Why are they still common in all manufacturing areas 50 years after CAD was invented? So think about that, ponder that, and we'll discuss it next class session. Until then, thanks for joining me, and we'll talk again soon.